Hi, Archie Affluence. I'm back. I'll complete my nail paint by talking to you guys today. So, does true love exists? Today we are gonna talk about that. This is what I'm wearing. I'll show you my dress later on. But does true love exist? And we will complete my nail paint also. I'm wearing a pink nail paint today. So, does true love exist? Yes, true love exists between a mother and a child. A woman loves her child. A woman loves her child unconditionally. The unconditional love exists between a woman and a child. The child might not love the mother unconditionally, but the mother will always love a child unconditionally. It's like even the child doesn't have the right intentions for the mother will still never think badly for the child. So the only true love exists between a mother and a child. This is the color. It's such a nice color. Okay, so we'll carry on also. So the women have emotions because the God has created woman in such a way that he needs to have emotion for the child, and till the child she doesn't have a child, the society mainly uses her emotions for the benefits. Maybe the man she is with, he will use her emotions for his benefits. जब तक एक औरत का बच्चा नहीं होता है, till the time the woman doesn't have a child, she will have emotions and she will express or try to care for others. She will be emotional for the man she's dating. She will be emotional for everything else because right now the child is not there. That's why a woman has to be careful. If she doesn't have a child, you don't spend those emotions on a man, because normally till the time the woman doesn't have her own child, she spend those love and emotions on a man, and then she gets angry when that is not reciprocated. A man is logical, the woman is emotional. So the true love, the unconditional love, exists between a mother and a child. A mother can do anything for the child. A mother can even kill the man for the child. A mother can even take her own life for the child, for the welfare of the child. And if you guys don't trust me, you try, I dare you to mess with the child in front of the mother. You will see the lioness in her. You might not be even alive to see the next videos if you do what I say, mess with a child in front of his or her mother. You never want to do that because you will see the side of a woman you never want to see. She will become lioness. She can literally kill you if you try to mess up with the child in her presence. So you never disturb the child when the woman is there. You never disturb the child. You mess with the child, she will kill you. She will kill you. And that's the true love of the mother for the child. That's the true unconditional love. Now, talking about the dynamics between a man and a woman, I'm sorry, but there is no unconditional love between a man and a woman. The love between a man and a woman always comes with conditions. What you can do for me, what I can do for you. It's that simple, okay? What you can do for me, what I can do for you. It's always conditional, it's always transactional. That's why before marriage, if you're planning to marry a guy, you have to sit with him. Even in long term relationships, you have to sit with a guy and ask him what he truly wants in the relationship or in the marriage, so that, and what you truly want in the relationship or in the marriage, that needs to be clarified before even jumping on marriage or anything long term or whatever in the relationships. Because the relationship between a man and a woman is highly conditional. You are not going to love the man if you know tomorrow he's cheating on you. Obviously your love will fade over time. If tomorrow you know your man is cheating on you, if you know tomorrow your man is sleeping with five, six other girls or maybe other girl at work or whatever, if tomorrow you know your man is cheating on you, your love is gonna fade for this man. Obviously, you are not gonna love him the same way like you are loving before. when you know he's loyal to you. So that means your love is conditional for a man, and same happens for a man. If he knows that you are not going to sleep with him in the marriage, if he tomorrow knows you are never going to sleep with him in the marriage, or if he knows you are even in the long term relationship you are never going to sleep with him, his love for you will change. He will leave you for another one. He might not leave you completely, but still he will keep some women on the side to sleep with. So the love between a man and a woman is always highly conditional, depends on a lot of conditions. Initially, the man, you want to date a man who likes you 10 times more than you like that man. That way the relationship will be intact, and there is a possibility of a long term relationship because the man loves you way more than you love him. Okay, so this is, the man loves you and this is the way you love him. Okay, so if a man loves you way more, 10 times more than you love him, after the marriage a woman's love increases and a man's love decreases. Happens all the time. After 5 years, 10 years, a man's love will decrease for the woman because she's always available, always in front of his eyes. You are sharing the same room. Maybe in a long term relationship, you guys are in live-in. The man's love will decrease and the woman's love will increase. So the man's love, initially he has to love you 10 times more than you love him. So initially the love is here, okay, and your love is here. Over a period of time, especially after marriage, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, the man's love is gonna decrease and your love as a woman is gonna increase to the man. But it should be, if you are dating or marrying with a guy who loved you 10 times more than you loved him, if his love decreases after marriage, it will still, and your love will increase after marriage, which is for sure, it will happen over the down the years down the line. If his love is still more than your love for him, it's still a good balance. That's why you should always marry someone who loves you 10 times more than you love him, you love the guy, so that even if, because it will decrease for sure after marriage, after long term relationship, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, his love is gonna decrease for you. It should still be more than, and your love will increase for him. It should still be this dynamic where his love is still more than your love. If this decreases, that's when the problem arises. He might cheat on you, he might go to the another woman because now he no longer loves you more than you love him. That's why a man and a woman's love is purely conditional. You have to be really careful trusting a man, loving a man. Now, if you are in those kind of relationships where you are happy with your spouse, it's fine. This video is not for you. I mainly cater to those women where they are getting confused, they are not happy, where they are confused, they are not happy with the situation they are in right now, they are facing problem in their relationships or in their dating life. This video is mainly for them, to make them understand how the dynamics between a man and a woman works. If you're happy with your partner, you don't need this video. You can watch my fashion related videos, but these videos are mainly for the single ladies or for the ladies maybe in marriage somehow, because a woman's gut instinct is very strong. This is the gift given by God to the woman. A woman knows when something is going wrong. That's your gut instinct, ladies. Before anything happens wrong, the God has given women that gift. It's a godly gift that your intuitions are always on point. If a man is cheating on you, 9 times out of 10, before that even happens, you already know that this is going to happen. You already know the changes in behavior of your man. So as a woman, your gut instinct is very strong, and eventually all men are gonna cheat. Why? Because men are loyal as their opportunities, women. Eventually all men are gonna cheat down the line. Maybe right now he loves you. Maybe 5 years down the line, maybe 10 years down the line, 20, nobody is gonna be loyal for 35, 40 years, especially a man. As I said, a man is loyal as his opportunities. So tomorrow if he gets another opportunity and he knows his woman or The wife doesn't know that there is a woman out there and she's ready to sleep with him. If a man gets that opportunity, he will sleep on that woman. He is not gonna think about you. Okay, so as a woman, also, I have seen a lot of women, oh my god, I gave him everything, still he cheated on me. Well, who told you to give him everything? Maybe if you stopped giving him everything, maybe he would not cheat on you. So, a man cheats on a woman for various reasons. Most of the time he can cheat on you, that's why he cheat on you. You know why he can cheat on you? Because you are so predictable. He knows you will always be there. You are so available, you are so convenient for him. Anytime he calls you and he knows you are going to pick the call. Anytime he messages you and he knows you will reply him back. He doesn't even have to know what you're doing, because most of the time you are the one telling him what you're doing, entire story in your day routine, whatever. The man has nothing else which is unpredictable for you. You know, you are so predictable for a man. That's why, ladies, you need to be very mysterious when you are dealing with a man. When you are dealing with men, you need to be really mysterious, because men like mysterious women. They don't need to know what you are doing every now and then. Let him ask you questions, and then also you don't give him entire details. So, for example, if I'm today going out on a street, I want to go out, and a guy approaches me and asks me my name, I'm just gonna tell him my nickname or just first name. I'm not gonna give him my full name. He asks you, what's your name? Oh, Archie. This is Archie. Hi, this is Archie. Let him do the work for you to know you better. Men are hunter, ladies. They go after what they want. Okay. So men go after what they want. Let them do the dirty work. Don't be a man. Don't chase after no man. Be in that feminine energy that man approaches you and he has to do all the work to get you. If he asks your number, never give your number to the man you who is a stranger. Just say, yeah, you can take my Instagram ID. Give him the Instagram ID. If he still asks for your number, just tell him straightforward, you know what, I don't know, I barely know you, you are just a stranger to me, and my phone number is really personal to me. I don't give to the phone number to everyone I meet. So I might give you my phone number if you are really interesting. Now, when you say that to the guy will feel like, okay, so I have to impress this lady to get her number. Whereas other women, they are just spreading their phone numbers like anything. If a guy asks their phone number, they're just giving that. Don't be like that other woman. Don't be other women. Be different. Always be different. A man should feel like, oh my God, she's different. She's not like other lady. Don't give out your number just like, take my number, this and that. No, 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 no. Let a man ask you for your number, and even if he asks you, just say, okay, I'll give you my number if I find you interesting. Now this man knows he has to impress you. Now this man knows, oh, she doesn't talk to everyone on calls. She's very selective. Make the man know. Don't be afraid to tell the man, I'm very picky and I'm very selective. Now he has to impress you, ladies. Your job is to say yes to the date, show up on the date looking all pretty, lovely, smiling, not too smiling. Don't give a creepy smile all the time looking at him and then smiling. No. Look at him, smile, and then look somewhere else, enjoying the moment. Maybe on the date, you are just enjoying the environment, telling, oh my God, I like the environment so much. It's such a beautiful day. Look around. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful evening. I'm enjoying the evening. It's been so long. I am liking the night. I'm enjoying the evening. It's been so long. I'm out during evening time, or it's been so long. I'm enjoying the time, or I'm enjoying the date. And thanks to you to take me out today. And thanks for treating me today. Then you can look at him, and then you start looking somewhere else as well. So you need to give that feeling to the guy that you are enjoying the moment. It's such a nice day, you are out with him, happy go lucky vibes. But at the same time, when a guy asks you questions, you don't answer the questions, you just simply dodge the questions. Too much predictability. What happened in your dating life? What happened in your past? Whatever happened right now, happening right now. What you are working as a lady. You don't have to tell those things to the guy. Always keep it private. Or I always say, your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing. A man gets turned off real quick. He gets bored of the lady real quick when she's so predictable. He already know everything about her. There is nothing new to learn about her. So always dodge the questions. If he asks you where you work, you just say, I do a lot of things. But right now, I don't want to talk about my work. Right now, I'm here to enjoy the evening. Just dodge the question. Don't answer, I'm working here and here in this company and there, that, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Don't answer his questions. Always dodge the questions and put the focus back on him again. Okay, so tell me more. I want to hear more about you. Tell me more. And with a smile on your face and using your baby voice rather than giving your whole life history, ex boyfriend history. This happened to me, that happened to me. Oh my god. No, as I said, your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing. You don't tell the guy how much money you make. You don't tell the guy where you work. You don't tell the guy anything about you. After the date, he has to feel like, oh my God, I was with this lady for 6 hours, and all the things I only talked to her about me. And now the guy feels special because you gave him the chance to talk about himself more than you are talking about yourself. Because a lot of the times the women are so talkative. Ladies, just shut up. Do not talk too much on the date, especially. Let the guy talk. Now he feels special because now he's all in his feelings. Oh my God, I can discuss anything with her, and I don't know anything about her. She's such a mysterious lady. I need to meet her again to know more about her. Always leave the guy wanting more. Okay? Always leave the guy wanting more. And as I said, a man can never love a woman. Let me break this bubble also. Now, the truth might be bitter, my dear women. Society never wants you to know the truth. Society always wants you to think there is a soulmate out there. Your parents might always have taught you like that. Beta koi shehzada hai, beta koi ye hai, someone will marry you. There is a soulmate out there for you. Everybody has a soulmate, and those fairy tales you have in your mind, those fantasies you have in your mind, because society has told you, feed you those fantasies, and you think, oh my God, there is a soulmate out there, someone who will love me, blah, blah, blah. Let me break the bubble. A man never loves a woman. A man never loves a woman. A man can tolerate a woman. A man can lust over a woman. A man can tolerate a woman if she's very pretty or he's married to her. A man can lust over a woman, a man can tolerate a woman, but a man can never, never love a woman, especially the way she wants to be loved. So if you still think there is some perfection out there, I'm sorry to break the bubble. Men only care about one thing: to have access to your body. Most of the time, a man doesn't even marry the woman for the right reasons. He just wants free access to your body after marriage, and that's why he married you. He basically settled for less. Maybe his hairs are falling off, maybe his tummy is growing, maybe whatever he's thinking, he's not able to attract other women, and that's why he chose to marry you. You might not be a dream woman for him. He just settled for less. He married you for his benefits. Might be you are the woman who is cooking and cleaning for the guy for free, doing his laundry for free. We call that pikmishas. Pikmisha is a woman who is so desperate for a man's attention. Maybe you are a 50-50 chick. You are so desperate for a man attention. You are so lonely feeling. You are feeling so lonely inside. You don't know your worth. You don't have a high self-esteem. You can develop your high self-esteem, by the way. You are a pikmisha and you settled for less. And the man also settled for you because he knows he cannot go out and do any better. So basically, he settled for less, you settle for less. You don't have a high self-esteem, you are cooking for free, cleaning for free to the man, you are washing his laundry, dirty laundry for free to the man, and the man wanted that free access The man wanted that free access to your body as well, so he just married you. Now, pikmisha is a stage. Some women just never get out of that stage. In your 20s, if you are a pikmisha, you had your experiences, it's fine. But if you continue to be a pikmisha, where you are doing everything for a man and he's not doing anything for you, always paying 50-50 bills, always emasculating a man by paying all the bills and feeling like, oh, you know what? I love you for you. I don't love you for your money. I don't love you for what you provide. I'm that kind of a woman, so that the man loves you. You are so desperate for a man's attention. Let me tell you, ladies, he will surely leave you for the woman who is not doing anything to him. Like, he is surely gonna leave you for the woman down the line who is asking him to do stuff, who is not doing anything for him, who is not cooking and cleaning for him. He is gonna cheat you for that woman who is not 50-50 chick, who is expecting him to pay all the bills, and you will realize later on that he's the one who is paying all the bills for that lady and not yours. So you are basically what we call Bob the Builder chick. You are trying to build the man by doing so much for him, whereas he's the man who is getting all the privileges from you. You should be the prize, and now you are making this guy think like he is the prize, because now he thinks like he's the prize and you are doing everything for him for free. Then there is a woman out there, he wants to chase, he wants to provide, because men are biologically, they are providers and protectors. Since he cannot be a provider with you, maybe he doesn't even like you that much, he just settled for less, married you because he just settled for less, or you are not even his type. And yes, you need to know what the man's type is. Every man always has a type. You should always be his type, okay? So he will leave you for another chick who is his type, maybe, who is not doing his dirty laundry, who is not doing his dishes, who is not cooking and cleaning for him. In fact, she's just looking pretty, she's living her best life. The man is attracted to her because she knows her self-worth, she knows her worth, she has a high self-esteem. She is not giving him the attention of the day also. She is a mysterious woman, she is not telling him everything about his life. The man will cheat on you for that woman. And down the lines, you will realize it, whatever you did for this man, all in vain. And that's why I have seen a lot of women crying, oh my God, I did so much for him. In fact, I gave him everything. I did everything for him, and still he left me. Still he cheated on me. Well, my question is, who asked you to do everything for the guy? Maybe if you stop doing everything for the guy, he would have stuck around. Maybe if you have stopped doing everything for the guy, he might have loved you and he might not have cheated on you. Now, cheating comes with all different kinds of reasons as well for a man. As I said, a man is loyal as his opportunity. Tomorrow, if he is gonna get the opportunity, he will not think about you. He will go to that next chick. He will still sleep with that next chick. Men like chasing women, men like new things, so you are no longer new to him, okay? He already know everything about you. That's why you have to be a mysterious woman. Do not tell all your secrets, do not tell what is happening in your life to the man. Even if you are living with a man in marriage, do not give him too much attention, okay? Never give him too much attention. Be busy in your work. And I have seen a lot of women, once they get married to the guy, they stop taking care of themselves. They stop wearing makeup, they stop looking good, they stop wearing nice dresses. You should still do that, because he's still a man. Men are visual creatures. Your man is not blind. A man is a visual creature. He's gonna still look at other women, and if the other woman is looking more prettier than you, he's gonna look at that woman. And even on the dates, if you catch your guy, maybe you are out on a date, first of all, you have to really dress up in the date as if you are the most pretty beautiful woman in that room. You should always be the most prettiest beautiful lady in that room. Do your makeup well, do your dresses well, wear something nice. Don't cover up whole your body all the time. Reveal something, okay? If you have nice, collarbones are the most erroneous zones. Wear a dress which shows off your collarbones on the date. Even after the marriage, you should not stop wearing these kind of dresses, because men are visual creatures, ladies. That's how a man falls in love with a lady, looking at her first. So if you are in marriage also, after the marriage also, you should still keep looking your best while going out with him. You should still do your makeup. You should still be fashionable. You should still wear your nice dresses. And during the date, okay, if a guy is looking at other women during the date, first of all, you need to be very pretty on the date. But if you catch your guy or any guy, the guy you are out on a date, and he's looking at other women, start looking at the luxury cars. If he can look at other women, you can also look at other cars. And if he can tell you on the date, oh, look at that woman, she's so pretty, you tell to the man, oh my god, look at that luxury car. I wonder who is driving it. Now the man focuses on you, because he realized you are not even jealous that he's looking to the another woman. And if a guy tries to, make you jealous by talking about his ex-girlfriends, first of all, it's a major red flag. If a guy is talking about his exes on the date, a lot of the times he's not over the breakup. A lot of the times he's still thinking about his ex. You should not give him second dates. I'm telling you, you should never give the guy second dates if he's talking about ex-girlfriends on the date. You know why? He's still stuck to his past. Let him live in the past while you move forward and you start dating other men. So, if a man talks about ex girlfriends on the date, he's still not over his ex. Let him be there. Do not give him the time of the day. Do not give him second dates or further dates, okay? You want a man who is emotionally available for you. He's not emotionally available for you because he is only thinking about ex girlfriends. And even if he talks, oh my god, my ex girlfriend was pretty, this and that, just say, just use your baby voice and, like, okay, I bet she must be expensive. Talk to him like that, making him realize, I hope she's expensive because I'm expensive and I'm picky AF and I'm selective AF, okay? Let him know that you are not afraid of other beautiful women because you are the prize, and you are the prize. You know your worth, ladies. If a man is trying to make you feel jealous of other ladies, personally, I don't get jealous. I just get turned off. I'll quickly replace the guy. If a man is trying way too hard to make you feel jealous about other women, that's not the right kind of a man you are dating. You should never be jealous of the women. That's why you should always try to be the best version of yourself. Focus on your looks, focus on your beauty, focus on your dresses, focus on your skincare routine. The focus should always be on you, not on the guy, as I always say. So I gotta go. It's really getting dark, so I need to go. So this is how my nail paint is looking. Okay, the focus is on me, so let me show you. Can you see? So my nail paint is done, girls. I hope you can see it. It's looking really pretty. You still gotta wear some nice dresses. Do not reveal everything, but leave something to the imagination when you are going out on dates. But at the same time, you gotta look pretty. You gotta look, what do you say? You gotta look pretty. So, this is my dress. You still gotta look really pretty. Wear a nice dress. Do not cover up everything. A man, as I said, is a visual creature. Even after marriage, you should not stop wearing those revealing dresses. It should not be too revealing, but it should be something revealing. Whatever you have as your best features, try to accentuate those best features by showing off those features. Okay, ladies, so I gotta go.